Yo, what is up guys, I'm here hitting you up with another Star Savior video today with the Roberta guide. But before we jump into the Roberta guide, quick thing I wanted to talk about. It's about the update notice we just got last night here, what's coming with the next maintenance. So we're getting the new character Rosaria, which drops with her partner card. I will be pulling her live on stream when she releases, so I think she's probably coming tomorrow after reset on Thursday. So I will be both live on Twitch and YouTube. Come join my stream where I do my live pulls, and then we will do some testing for Rosaria where I also will make a guide and my recommendation about if she's worth pulling or not. So I don't want to go into details about this character right now. I do want to do that in a separate video. They will also expand the normal operation story from 24 to 30, which in my opinion is a good thing. So they add all that stuff. Then missions to obtain a regional facility core and NOAA will be increased as well. The maximum NOAA funding facility will be expanded to level 12, and the regional dispatch facility has been expanded to level 7. Now a lot of people might say, yeah, I don't really care too much, I'm struggling, I'm like maybe at chapter 20, maybe chapter 19, whatever, or maybe 21, or wherever you might be. But at the end of the day, it is good they added right now, because rather you already have these stages available to you where you can farm resources like gold, essences, and XP materials, than getting to a point where you just completely clear chapter 24 and then you have no other way to gain resources. So you have these stages available to you once you get there. They expanded also the floor, corridor, interstellar corridor, to floor 300, which is nice. Obviously we're not there yet, but the same thing as I just mentioned. Then we will be getting the 100k donut millage, which is a lot of gems basically. So this is like what, 1500, 4500 gems in the spans of 15 days. Also really nice to have. And then improvements and changes. Limit break missions for Arcana have been added. Savior, Noble Princess Frey, Arcana Frey, Indomitable Masterpiece have been added to the following: Standard Observation, Galaxy Compass, Planet Compass, and Moon Compass, which is good. And then Apocalypse, and this is really good because the Arcana Frey, Indomitable Masterpiece, if I am not mistaken, this should be the one that we're currently only able to get from the premium banner, which is her, right? Yeah, this one, very good change, because we want to get copies for her, and right now it's really tough to get her because you can only get her from the premium banner right now. Then new stuff to the cash shop. We're getting new stuff to the battle passes, stuff like that if you're interested in that. Some bug fixing as well overall. And yeah, this is really about it when it comes to the patch notes. Now let's talk about Roberta here. She's probably my new favorite unit in the game right now. I really enjoy this character by a lot. Let's take a look at her unique passive really, which is very powerful, and the unit works perfectly fine at level 1 without any dupes. Increases Roberta's crit rate by 50% on attack, deals 6% increased damage if self HP is 50% or above, and deals 12% increased damage if self HP is 50% or below. Now, if we go to level 4, she gets 15% extra attack, plus the damage is increased by 4%. Like, this is not the biggest deal, like the attack increase is like a bigger deal than all the other stuff, but basically it just increases her damage. I think that the strongest part about her is that her crit rate is gets boosted by 50%. Then you have the skill 1, which just gets her stacks, and then on the Nova Burst, on attack, increases self-action gauge by 20% after attacking. Then she's one of the few characters that has a passive skill. With her skill 2, triggers fast track on the attacker after being attacked by an attack that targets also AoE, triggers her counter, removes 1 debuff from self when using the skill, increases self-action gauge by 20%, and grants self 1 stack of leap after attacking, reduce the cooldown of fast track by 1 turn on a critical hit. So if you crit with this one, this is on a 2-turn cooldown, and if we look at the skill levels here real quick, this is only on a 1-turn cooldown. She gets 20% action gauge, really solid overall. And then there is her skill 3, which grants her self attack up for 2 turns, increases self action gauge by 20%, removes all leap stacks, and additionally increases self action gauge by 20% if leap is at max stacks. So if you have max stacks on leap, she basically gets 40% action gauge, which is huge because then she can cycle just a lot faster. Now when it comes to my recommendation in terms of scaling up, free to play stuff or like budget stuff, I would say not free to play but budget stuff, 3, 6, 6 is where you want to go. Ideally, you do want to get the action gauge. You do want to get a little bit more damage, right? And then for this one also, you want to reduce the cooldown. So 6 is definitely the bare minimum you want to aim for. Now, if you want to go further than that, the ideal way would be level 8. And here for skill 3, also level 8, just to increase the action gauge, because you can turn this from like 40% to 60%, which is a huge deal overall. Now, when it comes to her ideal blessings and potentials, so for her in general, you want to use the Lacey card, the Frey card, the Charlotte card. You want to use the Harley card, unless you have the Roberta card. The Roberta card you can use as well. And then you want to use Petra. If you don't have Petra, use Naru right now. And this is the ideal way you want to use that one. Now, in terms of which Starlight you want to use, you either want to use AX6, okay, which is attack and crit damage. So you pick up the gloves and then the necklace later, and the gloves and the necklace give you AX6. And if you are going, which I don't have right now, if you want to go for a PvP build, you use the XX3, which gives her any +3 on toughness, which is a combination of the special gloves, which you have to pick from the third manual, and then pick gloves again, and then you get the XX3. Now, for her ideal gear set, there's only one option. You want to aim for destruction sets, which increases her crit damage by 40%. And then you want to give her a 2-piece Vela set, which gives her an additional attack and effect res. And for the necklace, you want to have speed. And for the ring, you want to have attack, obviously. And you're trying to aim for 50% crit rate, okay? So once you have 50% crit rate, this character basically has 100% crit rate. You crit all the time, which is insane. She does a lot of damage. Very, very solid unit overall. Now, when it comes to team formations, you can do literally anything with her. Just use a tank. Ashe is probably your best bet overall. You have a protection with like Emily. You can do something else. Heidi works too, and whatever you want to use, right? So it depends on the element you're doing. You can also use Bell with her together. There's so many ways to play this character, really. Overall, there's no wrong way to use that. You can just slap anything in it and you're perfectly fine with it. Just make sure she has a little bit of protection, and that's really about it when it comes to these stages. Now, for this showcase purposes in terms of battling, we will not be doing the story progression. Instead, we're doing floor 205 right now, because this is where the blue element is right now, which are weak to green elements. So this is where Roberta is really good right now. And the strongest suit is especially when the opponents like to AoE, because this will proc her counter chance, okay? There we go, AoE, and now we get the counter, trigger, boom, 11k damage. Very, very solid. Also, if she was debuffed right now, she just cleansed it, and we see it's on a 1-turn cooldown, because we just made sure that she crits. Now, because she does not have a attack buff right now, we like to want to start with the S3 first, because we do want to make sure that we get more damage out of it. This is perfectly fine. Then we are dealing out damage, and see 12k damage. And what I like about this character in particular is just the amount of pure damage she can dish out with her passive, with her build overall, because she just always crit rate. This is one of the few characters which you can more easily get to 100% crit rate compared to the others, and you never have to worry about can I get a crit or do I not crit, and it's awkward maybe. She just always crits, right? And this is a very, very strong suit when it comes to her. And here, for example, we can just burst right now, and this way we can increase her action gauge. So we attack with the S1, boom, and there we go. She's already here 20%, because this is from her passive, right? Now we're gonna use the S2 on the boss here. I'm not gonna burst right now. I want to save my burst. And then we are actually going to heal up. Like to heal up in this type of situation, because we have a second floor going as well. Burst this one, get a barrier going. Just want to make sure that I kill the first boss here right now and save up my skills for the next boss. S1, get a follow-up. And now we are at the second stage. Roberta is about to move again. There we go. Start with the S1. Don't do anything else. Nothing too spicy or funky. Okay, we have to wait one more turn before we can use her S2 and S3 for the Emily. There we go. We got a counter proc, but we really have to make sure that she survives now, because the boss just focused his attack on Roberta for no reason. I think this is like a super rare case where like a boss does not attack the defender, but someone in the backline, which is like super rare to happen. let's do this. Get a defense buff, increase overall survivability of our team here. There we go. S3 Lacey, get the debuff on the boss, so we also increase the survivability of Lacey as well. There we go. Extra skill AoE. The reason why it didn't proc right now is because her passive was still on cooldown, okay? So this is the only reason. So we were still on cooldown, and because of that, we couldn't just counter hit the boss again. So we just S1 here, boom, boom, get 8.5k damage, which is very, very solid for a skill 1 overall. And now let me check. We have a lot of debuffs right now, which I do not like. So I'm going to burst here in this situation and just cleanse off all the debuffs my team has. And do I still have the def buffs up? I still have the defense buffs up. So I was thinking if I should, you know what? No, I'm actually going to skill 3 here. I want to work on the break bars to get Omega working again. And here we are going with the S2 on the boss. We get a crit. Nice, 12k crit. It could be that Emily is about to die here, but we will see. And now I actually want to burst, get the boss to 1 break bar. Let's get some damage in, a little bit of healing. Now Emily died. I think it's still fine, I guess. Hopefully. I'm not 100% sure right now. We will see. But as long as the boss is debuffed with Entangled Dream, I think we have a solid chance of winning this one. Now we get the extra hit. Now her passive procs, counter hit, 15k, get a big heal, like a mediocre heal, whatever. But we got the Omega buff, and now what we're gonna do is casting the S3 on the boss, because we're trying to burst the boss down as fast as possible here. Should deal some significant damage, 18k damage, solid damage overall. And I think the S3 is maybe ready again. No S3. Okay, it's not ready again. We have to wait 1 more turn. This is why I feel like you want to have Lacey a little bit faster, because she can cycle a lot faster here. But this will be a close one. I'm not even kidding. This is going to be a close fight. Let's make sure that we increase the survivability of our, what's her face? Roberta. We use the burst, hit the boss, boom, boom, get a little bit of damage in, get the follow-up. Now he hits us with an AoE again. Oh no, this is not an AoE. It's a single target damage. And we just died. This is unfortunate, but you know what? I think I just keep it this way. I don't even want to redo this. If I can win this, I don't think so, because we're super low. Emily just died too early in this situation to keep the team alive. But it is what it is. If he would have done his AoE attack, we would have countered and won. But you know what? It's perfectly fine right now. I think I just wanted to showcase what she can do, and she's very, very solid overall in terms of her damage output in general, right? And now, since we're getting maybe Rosaria or something, and if you add a defense break, it will be probably even more ridiculous than that, okay? So she's very, very strong, especially against enemies that like to cast a lot of AoE skills. And this is where she shines a lot, because this will just make her passive trigger by a lot, which she has, right? And this is very, very solid overall. So since everyone has her for free, I can highly, highly recommend her to build her, because she's easy to build. She does a lot of damage, and yeah, and she breaks quite fast the opponents, okay? She has a lot of break capabilities, which is just insane to me. I'm very excited to get her to level 180 Reso 9, as she will just become better. As soon as I can replace this piece here for a better one with better substats and get her more speed, even better. But yeah, this sums up the entirety of the Roberta guide. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like in the comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you with the next one. Deuces.